What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. There was a clip of the day from disgraced Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle's abomination of a testimony where she atomized all of the credibility of the Secret Service in front of Congress today. It was this clip of Marjorie Taylor Greene saying, is there a conspiracy to kill President Trump? Was there a stand-down order? Ooh, and we have some new information on this. First off, here's the clip.
No, you knew that everyone knew. The people there knew that there was a danger. They knew there was a threat to President Trump, and it was allowed to happen. Was there a stand-down order, Ms. Cheadle? No. Was there a conspiracy to kill President Trump?
Absolutely not.
Then how did this happen? And why are you still sitting here not turning in your letter of resignation?
Last question, but please answer, and then I'll recognize Ms. Presley. Please answer that question.
That is what we are investigating to determine.
So the Secret Service director says, no, there was not a stand-down order. We just found out that there was a stand-down order. This is a remarkable moment for truth, ladies and gentlemen. The great Josh Hawley, a senator who is from the state of Missouri, has been doing God's work on finding the truth about what happened. He has some very close friends in the Secret Service. Josh Hawley is from, of course, a very patriotic state with a ton of active duty service members, veterans, big back the blue state, the state of Missouri. Whistleblowers tell me that law enforcement personnel were stationed on top of the roof on the day of the Trump rally, but they abandoned it, citing the heat. They also say law enforcement was supposed to be patrolling the building, but they opted to stay inside instead. Donald Trump was shot in the head because of the heat. This is what the Secret Service has allowed, ladies and gentlemen. This is your DEI Secret Service. Incredible. Look at this letter. My last correspondence to you on July 19th, additional whistleblowers have contacted my office with troubling information about the assassination of Donald Trump. Contrary to Director Cheadle's public statement about safety of the sloped roof in American Glass Research Building, 6. One whistleblower with direct knowledge of the Secret Service planning of the event alleges that there was supposed to be law enforcement presence on the roof that day. In fact, the whistleblower alleges that at least one individual was specifically assigned to the roof for the duration of the rally, but the person abandoned his or her post due to hot weather. The whistleblower further alleged that the concerned over the heat proposed law enforcement to forego patrolling the building, instead stationed inside the building. DHS official Homeland Security investigation has completed a report on his personnel involvement. Please furnish a copy of the report immediately to inform ongoing investigations. Josh Hawley has also found that, according to whistleblowers, the Lady Ghostbusters, as some are unlovingly calling it, that were supposed to protect Donald Trump that day and ended up embarrassing themselves and being incapable of holstering their weapons. Clearly the D or F team, they weren't even Secret Service. That won't shock you, of course. In fact, they were paper pushers from inside of DHS LARPing as Secret Service right here. This is from Josh Hawley's Senate office. In addition, whistleblowers suggest that the majority of DHS officials were not, in fact, Secret Service agents. Instead, they were drawn from the Department of Homeland Security investigations. This is especially concerning, given that Homeland Security investigations are unfamiliar with standard protocols to protect the president. Ladies and gentlemen, I posted, it's become quite clear that people inside the government wanted Donald Trump dead. They were creating the conditions for Donald Trump to get shot in the head, and he did get shot in the head. He got shot in the head from right here. Now, where's this video coming from? This video is coming from a member of Congress. His name's Eli Crane. Eli Crane is somebody you should really listen to. He's a former Navy SEAL. He's also a sniper. He's a member of Congress. And he's in Butler, Pennsylvania, where the shots were fired to assassinate President Trump. As a former Navy SEAL sniper, it's clear to me that many security measures made Donald Trump extremely vulnerable. Many questions still remain. Have a listen to this former Navy SEAL. It's very important to who you're listening to these days.
Here on the building where the supposed sniper took his shot. It's not that steep at all. We just had a 70-year-old man back here climb up on the roof easily. See that water tower behind me? Had Secret Service or anybody had sniper teams up there, this guy wouldn't have made it 5 feet up this roof. He would have been taken out. Behind me, you see the windows that Secret Service was supposedly in the second floor of this building behind. Makes you wonder why they weren't able to quickly dispatch the individual. And then behind me, back over here where those red roofs are, that's where the stage was set up. That's where the president was giving his speech from. A lot of questions here in Butler, but we look forward to doing oversight and getting to the bottom of it and making sure it never happens again.
So Eli Crane in a corresponding post saying this is inside of the Secret Service sniper's perch. So apparently the Secret Service was stationed then inside because it was just too hot. So like just let President Trump nearly get killed. Let other members of the rally get killed. Donald Trump gets a bullet to the head because it's too hot. But if that's any worse, check this out. This is the video from inside where the Secret Service swears they were stationed because it was too hot. Look at this. Now what you're going to see here is the sloped roof leading up to those iconic red barns. I say iconic merely because they are the red barns that were in the back of the assassination video. Clear as day. These are the red barns where the snipers were stationed. And this is a direct shot to see Thomas Crooks crawling with his firearm. And he was crawling on this roof for a very long period of time. If the Secret Service was actually here, and I'll let the rest of the video play, if the Secret Service was actually up here, they would have seen him. It would have been very obvious. They would have been able to kill him very quickly. Why weren't they able to see him? Someone is lying. There is no way. Is the agent they stationed up here Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, Helen Keller? Why couldn't they see Thomas Crooks? And you know, people from the ground could see Thomas Crooks. You can see here. They can see him. They get to get him crawling across the rooftop. So why couldn't law enforcement, who was stationed here with a perfect shot to take out the assassin, who was trying to end, like, presumably Western civilization? And could you imagine if that bullet had struck Trump in the skull, the neck, or the chest? I mean, it is a horrifying moment we're living through. The Heritage Foundation has tracked the connections for Thomas Crooks. It turns out that he has plenty of D.C. connections. Check this out. Somebody who regularly visited Crooks' home and work also visited a building in Washington, D.C. located in Gallery Place, right next to the FBI. Well, why would that be? The FBI is in charge of this investigation. Maybe they have some questions to answer. Maybe it won't go as well as Kimberly Cheadle either. I mean, listen, this is the worst congressional hearing I've ever seen. You are full of S, says Nancy Mace to the liar Kimberly Cheadle, who again said the roofs were sloped. They were too sloped. Anna Paulina Luna is somebody who said straight up, you are suborning perjury, effectively. We're prepared to hold you in contempt. And everybody asking the same question. Like, what the, like, there's no way the shooter was acting alone, right? Like, what the hell was going on with this? Interesting. Heritage Foundation conducting a parallel investigation of the Trump assassination. Already more transparency and info than what the FBI is telling us. Yeah. Isn't that a little weird? Secret Service had a bird's eye view of Crooks a full hour before he took the shot, and nobody thought it would be a good idea to take him out while he was preparing to train a rifle on President Trump. The image taken by the Secret Service around 5:30, sent to law enforcement, was a suspicious sighting. They saw Crooks an hour before he fired shots at President Trump. And Kimberly Cheadle said it's because of a sloped roof, that there was nobody up there. She's lying. She's lying. Why would they be lying about this, though? Here's a 70-year-old rep. His name's Carlos Jimenez. He's walking on the same roof. Why would you be lying about this? It makes no sense. Why wouldn't you have visited the site? Kimberly Cheadle hasn't even been to the assassination site. Man, this is crazy. I'll stand by it. I'll stand by it, ladies and gentlemen. I said it. I said what I said. I said at some point you have to just effectively assume that there were people inside of our federal government who wanted President Trump dead. They wanted a bullet in his head. They created the conditions. This was the plan. Prove me wrong, you know? At some point, prove me wrong. Incredible. We're going to stay on the story like a dog with a bone. The truth will set you free. We like freedom around here. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.